This is the end of the United States. We're done. We are done as a free country, as a democratic nation. It's over. What am I talking about? Pete Kegsbreath just called in all of our military leaders to have a personal meet with him. The guy with the schmotzy tattoos. What do you think that agenda is going to be about? I'll tell you. He's going to cut them off at the knees. He's going to kneecap them. And here's my guess. He's either going to demand fealty from them and make them take a pledge of fealty that no matter what he does, or Trump, or the Republican schmotzy agenda, no matter what they do that is illegal, unconstitutional, no matter what they demand that is un-American, they will follow it to the T. They will abandon their oath to defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And if they do not do that, they will be thrown out and they will be replaced with loyalists that will. Again, this represents the end of the United States. Because at that point, we are going to devolve into a nation where it's going to be the ultimate schmotzy move, because if you say anything against the ruling party, you will be thrown into a gulag. That's it. That's what Trump wants. That's Trump's ultimate wet dream. I mean, here's an example. Did you see the other day when Trump was getting on the escalator and the escalator stopped? He said he wanted the person that stopped that escalator to be arrested and thrown in prison. This, talk about the ultimate dictator. And just as the cherry on top, the person that stopped that escalator was his own photographer that walked up behind. He walked up so he could get pictures of Trump coming up the escalator, and he hit the emergency shutoff with his foot. His own person did it. But this is their mentality. Anybody that we do not like, anybody that voices opposition, arrest them, make an example of them, throw them in prison, no due process. This is how the schmotzy party worked. This is right from the playbook from 1930s Germany, step by step by step. This is a huge step. The fact that they are going to kneecap our military generals, admirals, our military leaders, that is huge. It is huge. You don't even understand how huge and how scary this is for the future of America. It means we will not have another election in this country. It means we will be an official dictatorship. And there will be no voice, no dissenting voices. This is what the schmotzy party did in the 1930s. First, they attacked education. Education is bad. The more you know, the more educated you are, the smarter you are, the more you are an enemy to our party. Why do you think that is? Second thing they did, they shut down media, and they took over and controlled the media. First, they said that the news was the enemy of the state, enemy of the people, actually, and they took it over, and it all became propaganda. Well, we're seeing that right now. That's what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, right? That was an extortion play by Trump. Trump extorted ABC and said, oh, you want that merger to go through? Guess what? You better take Jimmy Kimmel off the air. If not, that merger's not going to go through. Not only that, hey, who knows? Maybe your broadcast licenses might suffer, right? That is extortion. Trump is an extortionist. They took Jimmy Kimmel off. The people rose up and said, no, no, no. They brought Jimmy Kimmel back. Now that brings us to the next source of media that they're attacking, and that is this platform, TikTok. The Republicans and Trump in particular always wanted to gain control of TikTok. Why? Because it gives us empowerment. It gives us all a voice to be able to do things like get Jimmy Kimmel back on the air. And that scares the shit out of the plutocrats and the politicians because they do not want us to have power. They do not want us to be able to organize on a platform like this and raise our voices and do things like boycotting. Obviously, the plutocrats don't like it because it hits their pocketbook. And the politicians don't like it because the plutocrats say, hey, you better fix this or we're not going to give you money anymore. So money is the bottom line. Money is what drives everything in our country. The plutocrats, the politicians, everything. And what we have to realize as a people, as a collective, is that we have the money. If we stop buying the shit that these evil assholes peddle, they'll curl up and die on the vine. And they do not want that. So, what am I getting at here? What is the bottom line? I don't know if there is a bottom line. I don't know if there is a plan of action that we can take to overcome what is actually happening in real time. And that is the loss of the United States as a true free country, as a real working democracy. I think it's done. I think we're cooked. I think this is the end. The schmazzies have taken over. And the inmates are running the asylum. And it's, I'm done. I'm done. What do you think we should do about this?
These are the white people who are coming out to explain or address the issues that are affecting them. And they're not only coming to speaking about a dictatorship, about the government not being involved in the affairs in America and everything. So, you know, it's very good when we see the white people themselves coming out to address the issues that affect them and maybe coming up to blast their governments, and they are not ready to sit down and watch over everything that's happening but that their government is doing against them. They're not ready to sit down and watch over everything that the government is just supporting, which they are the one who are being affected. So that video that I played you, that's a white man who have just come out and speak the truth, which he feels like the people, his own people or his fellow Americans are passing through. And it has come to the point where now America is the place where you cannot just come out and address issues that you personally feel like it is something that is affecting a majority. So we've used to see like some incidents in America, like police brutality and all these intimidations, discrimination was only being done towards the black community. But now today, these are the incidents or actions which are being done to both races, not only in the black race, but the white people are also facing the same. We've seen the streets of America. I came across video where there's a white man a white lady who was showing the streets of America, where now the streets are empty. People have moved out of these countries. The reasons being they are not being listened by the government. The government is only a concern of doing their own things without knowing that there are some people who are being affected, who are supposed to be treated or to be taken care of, and their affairs to be listened. The government is now the kind of government which is just there to, once they make a decision, whether it's hitting negatively or positively, they don't care. As long as they do their own things, that's all they look up to. So all the people who are moving out of America are not only the black people, but also the white people. And we have seen the large number of the white people who are migrating from America and go to start life to other parts of the world, not only in Africa, but other parts of the world. People are moving to Caribbean, people are moving to India, to China, because the life in their own country has become miserable to them. They are not able to afford and fight the government, because the government of US, the government is kind of the government that is not just like the other governments like in Africa, where the people maybe will come out and start to fight against them, complain about their issues, and maybe you find that the government will come up and they one day make a decision that maybe the people will support. This is a government of when they do their own things, when they make their own decisions, no one can come and they are not ready to listen to anybody. They cannot change their own things because the people have demanded. So that's the reason today the white people are coming out to speak the truth. They admit all that they see the people have been speaking about, because they have come to testify, because it has come to hit and affect them, because it is now coming to consume their own, the same people who voted for everything. So things like the gun rights, they voted for it. That amendment was voted and was supported by the white people. But what is it today affecting the people? What is it affecting? You've seen all the incident that has happened just a few days ago, the incident of Charlie Kirk's death. The same gun rights that was pushed and passed as a law in that country. They did this hoping that the other race are the one who are going to be affected by that amendment. But what happened? Up to this time, they're still coming out to demonstrate. They demand justice. They demand answers of everything that happened. I've shown you the clip of the white people in UK. They're on the streets in a mass number demonstrating.
Hey, how are you guys today? I'm good. Are you guys together? Yeah. Oh, okay. Where you guys from? Luton. Yeah. I don't mean to be racist, so don't take this the wrong way. British born or no? British born. Okay. Can you guys hear? I think we got. Do you mind standing here so I can catch the light a little bit? As in, if you mind standing over.
Because they demanded justice of what happened, what made the death of Charlie Kirk, who was behind everything that happened.
From Nottingham, and I stand for this cross, which is Christianity, and I stand for togetherness, and I stand for British values, because I'm British, and this belongs to the people that are here, that have pushed into this, paid into the system, and didn't come over illegal. My mum and dad are from Jamaica, and guess what? They had a passport because they came through the front door. Didn't come on a bloody boat. They came in the front door, filled in the application form the right way, and worked since 1959.
So a lot is happening today in America, Europe, and Britain, because now today all that is happening is not because they're fighting against the black or the black nations. It's because they're fighting their own issues. It's because that they're fighting their own governments. I've seen the clip of Donald Trump just the other day at UN as he was speaking. He said that he is the president of the United States of America, and Donald Trump said that he is right for everything. So as long as he comes up with the decisions, whether you like it or you like it or not, but you have to support it, because he cannot come up with bad decision. All that he has to say, it must be right. So they are doing their dictatorship because they know that they are the superior. They are coming up with a decision that affect the world because they believe that they are the people who have the final say to anything that has to happen to the world. And this is bringing a lot of confusion, a lot of problems, a lot of reaction across the globe, because now the people are feeling so inferior. The people, like countries like French, countries like many countries, they are not being represented in a lot of things that are being made by the superiors. So that's why today the white Americans are coming out to admit their truth and speak all that they're speaking. They come on TikTok, online, on the YouTube. All that they're speaking is I don't think if the people of their color can come and engage, because I feel like these are not their issues. These are not their issues. So the time has come where the truth has to be revealed. The time has come where the light has to come and overcome the darkness. A lot of things has been happening. A lot of evil things has been happening across or towards the people of color. But no one was ready to listen to them. Until the time now, the same is happening to the people who are concerned. That's why today they are coming out to speak about it, because they are being hit with the same things that they have been supporting. So I will not take much of a time concerning this issue, because we have to watch over these videos and maybe come up with our own conclusions. So that's why I always say that when you feel like this video, you have been touched and you know all that is happening, you have the right to come up and explain and address your own issues, share your ideas, share your minds. Let's discuss, and maybe through this, we know all that is happening and how people are taking it, how people are feeling about the incidents and everything that's happening today. All that I'm seeing is that whenever some things are happening against which is not for our own, which we feel like this so all that we have been passing through, and the people who have been making us to pass through this are the same now who are passing through the same that they have been supporting. That's when I said that the African people or the black communities are now every day celebrating every step of their achievements. And whenever the people or their oppressors fails, they celebrate, because they feel like this is their time. They have been praying for this for a very long time. They have been crying out for this for a very long time. But no one cares about them. Nobody and no one came up to defend or to address anything that was affecting and consuming their lives. So until next time we come to the same, thank you very much for staying in. Thank you, and be blessed for watching from. Don't forget to come back. Don't forget to say something, put across your ideas or your thoughts, so that people can come up and share their minds too. Until next time we come and do the same, and be blessed wherever you're watching from.